idea of just don't break the law or just don't impede on the actions of federal agents to avoid being detained is an idea that is very interesting but also dystopian to me. Because authoritarianism often starts with desensitization through enacting harsh policies on criminals, though it's important to note that a lot of these people being detained are not criminals. As we increasingly see signs of crime, even if statistically crime is going down, psychologically we feel that it is increasing. And that's why it's very dangerous to absorb news only through the media and especially through biased media. Because the media itself is very sensational, it's fast-paced, and when mass democracies increasingly operate in information environments that reward this feared emergency politics, citizens are overwhelmed and this democratic deliberation that we value for so long is underscored. It also goes to an interesting point that Fareed Zakaria made in his book about how, at least in the US, where capitalism has consolidated itself as a system, politics is shifting from left versus right to open versus closed. Instead of the right being the one that promotes this globalization, this individual, libertarianism, these liberties, it is instead the Democrats. Not that the Democrats are left per se, but yeah. Democrats, ironically, are the ones that support free markets, immigration, cultural diversity, international cooperation. Whereas it is the right now that favors protectionism, restricted immigration, and increased state control. The perspective of being mastered by threatening forces beyond one's personal control is highly related to authoritarian preference. In their minds, the way to live and be supported in this threatening world is through obedience to authority figures and through conventionalism or a rigid acceptance of the status quo. This is something I see is happening in the MAGA sphere right now. Authoritarianism is no longer occurring in the modern day through things like military coups or overthrowing the government. Rather, it's from things from the inside. It is through this democracy that, these authoritarian leaders are being voted in, and I think that is the biggest irony of our generation.